You don't know what you did to me. Your body lies, speaks to me. I don't know what you did to me.
Eunice stood before her full-length mirror, her reflection adored in an elegant black dress that perfectly suited the aura of Mafia gathering. The dress clung to her figure in all right places. It was a sleek black dress. Her makeup was bold with smoky eyes and deep red lipstick. Her style was elegant yet fierce, with her hair pulled back into a tight bun, allowing her feature to stand out. Just as she was about to pick up her clutch, her phone buzzed on the vanity. She picked it up to see the call from her best friend Jimmy. With a smile, Yoon answered the call. Hey, are you already at the party? Where are you, girl? I'm literally waiting for you at the party. Almost ready, I'll be there in a few minutes, Yoon assured her friend. He turned a bit more serious as she spoke. You know how important this party is, right? Even your parents are present here with you. You shouldn't be late here. Alright, my mom, I'm on my way. Hang up so I can actually speed things up. Fine, but if you get late, you're gonna have to deal with my brother all by yourself. Like, I'm afraid of him. You know I can handle your brother. Sure. Whatever, help you to sleep at night. Bye-bye, get here fast. Eunice goofed as she entered the call. She glanced at her reflection in the mirror and then headed towards the door. She knew exactly why her friend was hurrying for her. The night party was not just about the glitz and glamour of the Mafia world, it was about the shift and the power that was about to take place. Jungkook was finally ascending to the position of Mafia leader. It was a monumental moment for their world. Since Yoon is also the daughter of Mafia leader, her being there was important too. It's a rule that when someone takes position, everyone has to be there to witness it. The car stopped, the driver opened the car door for her and didn't care. The entrance of the mansion was grand, adorned with design and polished marble floors. Yoon's shoes made a click sound on the marble as she walked in. Her gaze swept on the expansive room, taking in the lavish decoration and the face of the guest. The party was indeed huge, with people from various corners of the underworld gathered to witness their significant event. As Yoon looked around, her gaze fell on her best friend as she excitedly waved her hand as she came over up to her and they both hugged each other tightly. I see why you were taking your time. You look stunning, Yoon. Thank you, Hee. You look pretty too. I'm sure my brother can't stop looking at you. Does your brother pay you to tease me whenever you can? I wish. Yoon shook her head while glancing around. It's been quite an evening already, hasn't it? You don't even know the half of it. Tonight is going to be really special. Let's see. Jungkook stood at his father's side as they entered the party. They mingled among the guests. The hum of the conversation filling the air. His father engaged in a conversation with the head of guards, the security in charge. Did you ensure the security? Is everything perfectly arranged? Yes, boss, everything is under control. Excellent. I want no distraction tonight. Tonight is a big day for my son. He placed his hand on his son Jungkook's shoulder, who just stood there with cold expression. The guard, as he walked away, bowing his head respectfully to both of them. Are you feeling nervous, Jungkook? No, Dad, I'm not. Jungkook replied without any hesitation as his dad let out a small sigh, a faint smile touching his lips. When I was about to take the role of Mafia leader, I almost embarrassed myself in front of my father. He was always stern and had a high expectation from me. You raised me well, Dad. I was trained from childhood to take this position, afraid of taking my position. I'm proud of you, my son. Jungkook nodded his gaze sweeping across the surroundings, searching for a particular person. He knew they were often late, but he hoped to catch a glimpse of her. He was taking the stage, finally his eyes landing on her. She stood at the corner embracing his sister. A smile played on his lips as he admired her from a distance. Her presence always left him in awe, and tonight was no exception. She looked breathtakingly beautiful, and Sahid could never tire of. He continued to gaze at her, losing himself in the moment until his father's hand tapped his shoulder, bringing him back to reality. If you are done with your straying or make our way to the stage, everyone is sitting. Jungkook's attention shifted and he met his father's knowing gaze. The composed Marty tore his eyes away from her and refocused on the task, and followed his father toward the stage. Junior stood by inside, engaged in conversation with a group of other women. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for gathering here tonight. Tonight is a significant moment for our family, a time-honored tradition where we pass on the mantle of leadership to the next generation. He went on to discuss the values of the Mafia upheld and how the leadership is over by generation by generation. Then he started sharing the stories of Jungkook, how he worked and his talent. Finally, he came on stage. All eyes shifted towards the stage where Jungkook stepped forward. His presence was magnetic, his demeanor exuding confidence and control. Out at the gathered ground, his gaze sweeping across each face before him. To our future leader, my son Jungkook. The room erupted in applause and glasses were raised in union. Yoon raised her glass too, and for a second she sensed Jungkook gaze upon her, his eyes locking with her. For a fleeting instant, a subtle smirk raised his lips as he lifted his own glass, mirroring the action. As the glass clicked and the liquid was stirred, Yoon found herself looking over his direction. Why would he smirk at her like that? They didn't interact much, and when they did, his remark was often distant and cold. It was not that she didn't want to connect with him, it was simply enigmatic, a man of few words who executed an air of calculated perfection. She thought back to time when she had watched him in his visions. He did his mission perfectly, and he was flawless. He was very organized and focused on his work. People couldn't help but notice him when he was around. Hey there, Junhee, and you must be Yoon, right? Oh, hi. She greeted both of them. She is one of the Mafia daughter too. Junhee being kind, she offered Isabel a drink and they started talking about random things. It was good until she said something again which made Yoon pause. Oh my goodness, have you seen Jungkook tonight? He looked absolutely dashing. I can hardly contain myself, she said, fanning her face as she giggled. Junhee gave each other side eye. Junhee raised her eyebrow. Yes, he does look nice. You know, I have actually been telling my dad to consider him as a potential match for me. Can you imagine me, the future Mrs. June? Isabella leaned in, her voice low as if sharing a secret with he, and June couldn't help but scoop. That's quite bold of you. Good luck with that, she said, snake plaster on her face at the girl audacity. Oh, and by the way, you are so beautiful, just stunning, really. She said to Junhee, but she knew what the girl intention, so she replied her dad, but thank you, that's kind of you. You know, if I married Jungkook, we could be a sister-in-law. How fun that would be. Yoon was having a hard time to control her tongue, but then she said what she wanted to. Oh, absolutely, and maybe I will be nice, and I will be the next queen of the moon while we are at it. Isabella's confusion was evident as she looked at Yoon, clearly taken back by her smiles. Queen of moon? Well, no, since we are dreaming big. Junhee couldn't hold back her laughter as she covered her mouth with her hand. Isabella's smile disappeared. Well, I think I should go. It was a nice meeting you, Junhee. Junhee struggled to control her laughter, nodding politely in response. As Isabella turned out to leave, her sweet demeanor shifted and she shot Yoon a nasty look. Yoon, however, brushed it off. Just as she seemed to be heading away, she made an unexpected move. Placing a glass on a nearby top counter, she purposely spread the remaining drink on Yoon's dress. What the? Oops, my hand slipped. My apologies. Yoon gasped into a mixture of shock and disbelief. Yoon stared at her now stained dress. Are you serious? What's wrong with you? She said, clenching her fist. It was just a little accident. No need to make a big fuss. Junhee eyes narrowed as she stepped forward, her voice less with anger. You have got some nerves, Isabella. Isabella remained smiled as she looked around, addressing the gathered audience. Sorry for the little mishap, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your evening, she said and walked away, a triumphant smile on her face. Hey, let me take you to the restroom. You need to wash off that stain. No, you enjoy the party. I will go and come back quickly. Okay, but don't worry, the dresses like the stain might not be noticeable. Ina smiled and made her way to the restroom, finding one she can wash. Reaching the room and tried the door only to find it locked, she groaned in frustration. Seriously, every room is locked? To her surprise, the next room door opened as she made her way inside, revealed that it was not locked like others. The room was empty and she let out a sigh of relief. As she made her way to the bathroom, she pushed the door open. Her moment froze as she entered, her eyes widening as the scene at the side. There stood Jungkook shirtless, his back facing her. He glanced at her through the reflection in the mirror. Yoon's cheek flushed with embarrassment. I'm sorry, I didn't know anyone was here. She stammered over her words and quickly ordered her cake. It's bad manners to enter someone's room like this. You should have knocked. You should have locked. She said nervously, but her words came out bolder than she expected, even though her eyes remained averted, avoiding the view of his shirtless form. I can do whatever I want, it's my room. Yoon asked Valen at his response, her cheeks glowing warmer. Okay, sorry, I will take another room. She mentally slapped herself for stuttering and about to turn around when his voice stopped her. Wait. He looked down at her dress, his gaze examining the stain. He let out a sigh. You should wash that stain. He looked at her for a moment, his expression unreadable. The bathroom is all yours. His voice was neutral, his columns lingering in the air as he walked past by her. Walking out of the bathroom, Yoon's heart raced even faster as she watched him go. Once he was out of sight, she closed the bathroom door, railing against it for a moment as she tried to steady her racing heart. After cleaning the stain, Yoon stepped out of the room. Her gaze met with the sight of Jungkook in the process of buttoning his shirt. He lifted his gaze to meet hers and Yoon's face flushed again. She cleared her throat, breaking the silence. Thank you for letting me use your bathroom. No problem, he replied as he walked towards the bed and settled down. And congratulations on your new position. Jungkook's eyes seemed to darken slightly in response, his gaze holding hers for a moment. Okay. You noticed how he was not in the mood to talk, but Yoon being Yoon, she asked him anyway. What happened? You look tired. Headache, he replied shortly, massaging his temple. Maybe you should take a break from the party and rest for a bit. Jungkook sighed and glanced at her. I wish I could, but there's much going on tonight. Well, at least let me get you something for your headache. Do you have any painkillers? Yoon's eyes lingered on his face for a moment, waiting for his answer, his heart fluttering at the intensity in his eyes as he pointed towards the other direction. There should be some in the cabinet first drawer. His reply was straightforward, and Yoon quickly retrieved the painkillers along with a glass of water, and she handed them to him. Here you go. Yoon couldn't help but watch him as he took the tablet and swallowed it, her gaze following the movement of his throat as he drank water. She had always found his presence captivating, but this close encounter was stirring something deeper within her. She looked around trying to distract herself as she went to place the pill bottle back into the cabinet, but she was about to close it. Something caught her eye, a glimmer of metal. Her heart skipped a beat as she picked up the necklace from the drawer, a realization dawning upon her. Isn't it that mine? But before she could process it, Jungkook was stepping forward, snatching the necklace back from her grasp. His gaze brought into hers as he stood close, an intensity that sent shiver down her spine. You have really bad habit of invading privacy. Yoon's voice wavered as she tried to explain. I thought this was my necklace. Jungkook glared, remaining his expression stern as he challenged her. Are you sure? Because I've seen many necklaces like this. Yoon stuttered, her eyes falling back on the necklace in his hand. Maybe I'm mistaken, but mine was the same as I lost at a party, so I thought. Yoon trailed off as she looked back at him. His gaze was serious. So you thought I stole it? Yoon's eyes widened at the implications, her heart racing as she stumbled over hers. No, I didn't mean that. Jungkook took a step forward, but Yoon didn't budge. From her place, she looked up at him, but he continued to close the distance, his commanding presence forcing her to retreat until her back met the edge of the table. The cold surface pressed against her as she felt a rush of nervousness. Despite the proximity, Jungkook's demeanor remained enigmatic. Jungkook was dropped to a husky whisper as he lowered himself slightly. And what if it's not yours? Her breath caught in her ear, his gaze and the tension in the air overwhelming. Her thoughts were a jumbled mess. She struggled to find the right words, her lips parted as if responded, her voice come out barely audible. What if it is? Jungkook lips curled into a smirk, his eyes tightening as he leaned even closer, his breath crushed against the air as he spoke. Then maybe you will have to convince me it's yours. She could feel the warmth of his breath against her cheeks, and each heartbeat echoed loudly in the confined place. But before she could rest, a sudden sound click echoed in the room, the distant click of a door locking. Both Yun and Jungkook's attention snapped towards the source of the sound, their connection breaking momentarily. Jungkook stepped back, and Yun breath she was holding furrowed his brows, his expression shifting to one of the confusion as he approached the door and turned the doorknob, finding it locked. The door locked, he said, and Yun looked at him convinced. What do you mean? It seems like someone locked us in. How? I mean, isn't it your room? Why would someone lock it from outside? Only few people have the type to key. Jungkook's voice cut off when his mobile buzzed. He retrieved it from his pocket, his attention shifting to the mess. Good luck. So it was you who locked us in. Can I know the reason? I saved you. You should be thankful. Thankful for what, Sissy? I saved you from Isabella. See, she is searching for you like a madness. And while she is searching for me, she wanted to dance with you. Oh, you owe me. Owe you for what? Locking me in my room? No, you owe me because now you can spend more time with you. Jungkook lip curled into a smile as he read his sister's message. He watched as his expression changed. Who are you texting? Jungkook looked up, his thumb slightly locking the door, sliding back into his pocket. Yun absorbed him as he made his way to the bed and dropped himself onto it. Why are you not opening the door? It's probably best to wait. They will realize eventually. Yun raised her eyebrow, feeling sus about the whole situation. Don't you have lots of work to do? And now that someone locked us in, you don't seem phased. Jungkook's eyes met Yun, a faint smile playing on his lips as he leaned back. His posture relaxed as Yun was standing where he left her. Sometimes unexpected situations have a way of changing priorities. He was slightly dropping his tone, suggestive. As for being locked, I can't say I'm complaining. I suppose, but shouldn't you be worried about your responsibilities? Right now, my only concern is here in this room. Yun heart raced at the implications in his words. She quickly cleared her throat, her cheeks turning a shade darker. She quickly cleared her throat. Right, well, shouldn't we do something, figure out to get out? Jungkook raised an eyebrow, his lips curling into a smirk as he changed something. Speaking of doing something, what you do these days, any skills you have been working on? Yun hesitated for a moment before responding. I've been learning different form of combat and technique. Jungkook smiled as he hovered above Yoon. His gaze locked onto hers, her breath caught in her ear. The intensity is of his eyes, his stare sending the shiver down her spine. You need more practice. You nodded her head, knowing that it was a starting lesson and she is not perfect like Jungkook is who trained from his childhood. Yoon and slightly, his finger brushing the strand of hair away from her face. His voice lowered. But I must say you did quite well. Thank you. If you want, I can teach you. No need for formal classes. You would do that for me? Her surprise was evident. Of course, if you want me to. But won't you be busy? You just have taken on the leadership position and would my dad agree? Your dad will agree, and as for being busy, I told you I have my period is set first. Yoon swallowed hard. Her gaze lingered on his. Her voice was a little shaky.